My wife does not cook on the weekends, so she cooked today, Friday. And I'll share these pictures in a minute. Yeah, my wife cooked. This was some good pasta stuff. And now this was like fried corn with bacon in it. Then she made some bread, some kind of cheese on it, like garlic bread sort of. And then some English peas. It was pretty yummy. And the dog begging said, "Hey, where's mine? Where's mine? I want some food too." But it was pretty good. It was really a heavy meal. So one that make you just, woo, about knock you out. Really heavy. But it's good. So I worked 12 hours on Saturday and probably 8 hours. We worked 11 hours this past Sunday, but normally it's about eight and a half hours or 8 hours because they deduct 30 minutes for lunch. So, yeah, she cooked. It was a good meal. And another good tip, my wife's out there cutting the grass. And I have no idea what this lawnmower is. She's the perfect size for it. So she said if I bought a lawnmower, we moved out here, she cut the grass. So she asked me to come out there and figure out what's wrong with it. And she's the one that rides it all the time. So here I am looking at everything. I don't have my book. I'm like, So we checked the oil. The oil looks good, looks dirty. And the oil filter, the air filter is dirty. So now the stuff I got to change. And then we look at I said it's probably the battery because she has a tendency to leave the keys in things and leave it turned on. So I got my truck and my son got my jumper cables out of my wife's car because I don't have any in my truck. And I drove over to the thing, plugged the jumper cables into the battery on the truck and the lawnmower, and then it cranked right up. My son cranked it up while my wife pushed the thing on the left, whatever it does. It's got to be, I guess it releases the blade or whatever it does. And he said he turned it back off. And my wife said, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "Well, I wanted to save the battery." Son, the battery's dead. It's going to get charged. Hopefully when Mama cuts grass, or it might be bad, Oh, so then he turned it back on, so now she's out cutting grass. I was just like, another adventure in the day of Mr. Oh Wow. But yeah, you gotta laugh. Then I had to park my truck on a place that's already been cut. Because it rains a lot here now, so we're surrounded by peaches. There's peach farms everywhere. So I guess, people, the weather knows they need rain. So it rains on them all the time, and we get rain too. Yeah. And just, some jobs now get so desperate for workers, they start offering incentives. Like, if you show up to work, they'll put you in for a drawing for a gas card. But you can't be out any days or lay out, unless you take vacation or personal time. But, if you go home, without taking the proper means to go home, you won't get the incentive for a drawing for a gas card. Man, they want people to come to work bad. Yeah. And my job can't be the only one that's doing it. So I thought that was something else. Come to work. Be on time. Be here every day. And we'll put your name in the drawing for a gas card. This is just a perk for doing what you're supposed to do. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, that is awesome. And, I've seen coyotes before, but I forgot. So they say we got coyotes out here, and I've never seen them, but other people said they've seen them, and they look kind of weird. I was watching YouTube last night, and I kind of seen some kind of disturbing stuff. I kind of understand, the guy's got a bunch of cattle, and he's having to defend, but he really made a sport of it. And he was taking the coyotes out. I mean, there was a bunch. And using night vision, he was like a military sniper. And you just see coyotes going down everywhere. And one of them, he had a dog out there. It said dog for bait. I think this is another guy. And he tries to do the coyote. And the coyote's got so much strength and wild predator, it even attacks the dog. I don't know if it killed the dog, but you can see when the slasher movie started coming out and they showed all the gory details, you can see the gory details. And I was like, man, you really have to not like a coyote to enjoy the video. But it was hot. It's getting hot today, and stay hydrated. And luckily they let me have a fan, because I was like, woo, it's hot in here. And they had a meal truck come, and I got two pork sandwiches, and they were probably loaded with sodium. And in that heat, I was feeling rough, but we made it through it. Started sweating a little bit of that salt out. Felt a lot better. So got to work tomorrow. Be fun. Keep the place from burning down. Make sure everything's safe.